questions on this. They're like, well, are they trying to like bamboozle us again? Are they trying to like make a big scene so they could spread like their lockdown policies again?
It may be coming to the end of the year, but what happens in China just keeps on getting into different situations related to, nowadays, travel from China to other countries. Look at this headline. Milan reports 50% of passengers on China flights have COVID. Another headline reads like this. US weighs COVID prevention measures for travellers from China. But this is from January the 5th, which is next week. Why not do it now? Yeah? If there's 50% of cases on one flight from Beijing to Milan, and the rest of the world has relatively no numbers with COVID, just ban all flights or have a very strict policy related to COVID tests. When people leave China, they do need to have a PCR test and 48 hours, but it's very difficult to leave China at the moment, so I'm not too sure how these people are managing to leave, because the policies related to immigration to different countries, it's still closed until January the 8th, when inbound passengers can come to China, and outbound for tourists is going to be relaxed a little bit later, maybe just after the Chinese New Year, which is January the 22nd. I don't see why these countries like the UK or Italy or America, Australia, Japan, etc. implement that they got to have proof and have a test at the airport when they arrive, let's say in Italy or in Washington or in London, for example. Exactly what foreigners, or sorry, can I say overseas guests to China had to do before, then go into quarantine. Because there's like 250 million people at the moment in China with COVID, most of them it's going to be mild cases or asymptomatic. It's going to be like a fever, it's going to be a flu. But for the older generation and the people who haven't been injected or had the vaccine, whatever vaccine it is going to be a problem.
This nation alarming siege. China's hospitals overwhelmed, COVID infections soaring. The country's abrupt decision to dismantle much of its strict COVID regime apparently yielding worrying results. Wards full of desperately ill people.
And this is the all-doing of their great loved leader, Xi Jinping. He is not going to be remembered for transforming China's economy, but he's going to be remembered for his awful measures related to lockdowns, etc. in China, related to the COVID, and also the corruption scandals that he tried to manipulate the government by knocking out people saying that they're corrupt, when he's the corruptest, the most corrupt in China itself. Oh, you can see that I'm a little bit angry with the whole situation. We want China to, the people of China, to get back to normal lives, but the whole situation is all the government's fault. And they just handled the whole COVID scenario badly again. And do we want COVID cases coming in from China to other countries? The obvious answer is videos like this do get demonetized from YouTube, and I won't get any money from this, or very little, maybe a couple of cents. So if you can, super thanks is fantastic. You can join or become a Patreon. All the links are in the description below. Today the news is doom and gloom. Now, some bus workers in one part of China, I can't remember, haven't been paid for 16 months, and these signs on these buses literally say, please pay us. The same for this worker, this construction worker, this builder, who hasn't been paid for a long time, just had enough of the construction company not paying him, or very little money indeed. So he got a little bit mad by smashing some of the windows. Just a little update for you what's happening in China today. Many thanks for your time. As always, please like, subscribe and share, and I will have a bigger report hopefully a little bit later today. Peace to everyone, and I hope you're going to have an excellent new year. I'm looking forward to all the countdown celebrations in Sydney, in Tokyo, here, Dubai, Kuala Lumpur, Paris, London, and of course my favorite one is New York City. Be good, be well, be safe. Bye-bye.